Let's now focus on the education sector. An audit of all public schools across the country has exposed over 900,000 ghost learners who've been draining the government of 91 million shillings annually. The verification report on public primary and secondary school enrolment reveals major discrepancies between Nemis records and actual student numbers, with 27 non-operational schools drawing millions of shillings. Here's Willie Lusige with that report.
After months of compiling data, verification and validation, the Ministry of Education released the official report on enrollment figures in public, primary and secondary schools, which exposed the rot in the country's education sector.
Where we were verifying our data.
Education Cabinet Secretary Julius Migoso Gamba says the verification exercise uncovered major discrepancies between figures in the National Education Management Information System, Nemis, and the actual number of learners physically present in schools. In primary schools, 800,000 ghost learners were exposed. The learners could not be traced from schools despite their data appearing in the Nemis system. In junior secondary schools, registered learners were 500,000 more than those reflected in Nemis records. Senior secondary schools recorded a shortfall of 87,000 learners compared to the figures captured in Nemis.
This report is also being submitted to the Directorate of Criminal Investigation for further investigation where criminal culpability is to be established. The verification was conducted to safeguard public resources, strengthen accountability, and ensure that government capitation is based on accurate, verifiable, and credible enrollment data across all public basic education institutions.
Ogamba says the report has been forwarded to the Teacher Service Commission, TSC, and the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, for action against 62 education officials. These includes 14 head teachers for refusing to submit data, 20 head teachers for submitting inflated student numbers beyond actual enrollment, and 28 education officers for various administrative failures.
Administrative action is being taken against 28 sub-county directors of education and quality assurance and standards officers in areas where systematic failures or supervisory lapses were established.
The report further indicates that 17 primary schools and 10 secondary schools were still listed in the Nemis system despite having been closed for various reasons. It also reveals that 84 primary schools and 102 junior secondary schools continue to exist despite having enrollment levels below minimum required threshold. Ogamba says all schools found to exist but not offering services will be soon formally closed and deregistered as investigations and further action against those responsible continue.
We also identified weak oversight at the sub-county level where discrepancies were neither reported nor corrected promptly.
The report also shows that the government has been losing 900 million shillings annually on non-existent learners. Willie Lusige, Citizen TV, Nairobi.